going to try to say this, in a way that when I play this video back in the future, I can understand it. So I got to say it in a way that I can understand it. It's so simple, it's hard. And I'm just so exhausted from running and searching, and I didn't realize how exhausted I was until I actually stopped and think about it. But you know how you hear your whole life, go within. Jesus said go within. Everybody says, Buddha says go within. To find God, go within. And I went around and about higher self, soul, and then I found out they were the same, and Gaia, and God the Father, and then I realized there is no such thing as God the Father. God isn't a person, and God is everything. Everything we see, plus stuff we don't see. You can't even, describing God would be like having a pea for the size of a brain compared to the ocean, and you have no business trying to figure out God. But you can appreciate God, you can have gratitude, and God is love, and everything you see is love. And so there's that. But anyway, Rumi, who said this like 800 years ago, said, when I looked within to find God, I found myself. When I looked to find myself, I found only God. And there's so much depth to that saying, because when you stop and think about it, every single person that has a soul humans, and there's millions and billions that don't have souls. So it isn't as cut and dry. But anyway, every souled person, it could be a homeless person, it could be a billionaire, it could be whatever, they have God inside of them. Now, this part of your soul, the soul is God. And it came here whole. It needed nothing. If you need something, you ask your soul, and you'll get the answer. Anything you want to know on the internet or anything beyond, your soul answers everything. And I developed a relationship with him. And so it's just beautiful. I mean, to get to know your soul. When you surrender, you talk about surrender to God. When you surrender to your soul, you're surrendering to God. And there's a reverence there that when you realize, because you are your soul, and every time you thought you were separate from your soul, you never were. Your soul's right there. It'll tell you every detail of everything that ever happened. And now I get joyful about like some mundane, stupid thing. I misplaced something, and then boom, I get a picture from my soul. And I thank my soul for every mundane, stupid, boring, and everything in between, and everything that's exciting. Anytime you've ever done anything cool, it was your soul. Anytime you've ever done anything clever or intelligent or funny, it was your soul popping out. It wasn't you. You're just a vessel. You're just along for the ride. And if you surrender everything you've got to your soul, I think that's what surrender really is. Surrendering to yourself. And yourself is God. And it has a different expression through you in this situation. But even at that, there's no beginning to your soul. Your soul was never born. There's no beginning, no end. The alpha and the omega, the first, the last, whatever you want to say, linear. This more linear. Oh God, you get what I'm saying? You know, it's so amazing to have a soul that is God inside of you all the time. And we'll get to know God a lot easier when we have light instead of blood in the next world, when we ascend. And we're going to ascend soon. You can see the tea leaves, man. This is like, at least wait till, I want to see if the Buckeyes win a national championship. No, I don't care. I wouldn't make any plans for 5 years. Don't make any 5-year plan, because we're going. And everything's all set. Everybody's ready to go. So it's going to happen. But, man, just go and hang out with your soul and get to know your soul. And get to know him like you would anybody for the first time that you've ever really sat and talked to your soul. And you'd be amazed at the answers that come back. It's wonderful. Surrender to your soul.